AJ Preller giving his thoughts on trading Juan Soto to the New York Yankees.
Yeah, I mean it's again like trading, putting impact, A lane, perennial All Star, Hall of Fame type player. Those are you like when you're acquiring those type of players for sure. But again, I think for us, looking at our roster, our team, a lot of different ways to go win games. We've talked about it as a group overall. Over the course of the last few months, getting ready for the off season. We needed pitching. We knew we had the free agents, and some free agent defections here this off season, and just kind of round out the roster. And again, get some pitchers that from our perspective, they're going to be with us for the next 4 or 5 years, and a group that we can build with. So yeah, it's very difficult to make a deal where we're trading a player the caliber of Juan Soto. But if we did that, we wanted to make sure we shored up a bunch of needs. We were able to get some depth with quality. I mean, I think we'll talk about it, I'm sure, but Michael King, Drew Thorpe, just to name two. We think really highly of these guys.
All right. So there's AJ Preller. And I agree with what he's saying about the guys that they value with Michael King and Drew Thorpe and guys that can be with this organization for the next 4 or 5 years. And he's talking about Drew Thorpe there. Not necessarily Michael King, but he is talking about Drew Thorpe, Randy Vasquez, Brito. Higashioka's not a long-term guy, but that's just backup catcher. It was an extra add-on. And here is AJ Preller talking about the addition of Michael King, talking about more starting pitching that they added here, the main big starting pitcher that they added here.
Once King got into the rotation with the Yankees this past year, what did you see from him from a scouting perspective about his repertoire and how it plays in a rotation setting?
Yeah, it was really exciting. I mean, I think all of our scouts that were going, had gone in really in the last few years. Had talked about as one of the more impactful relievers and combination of stuff with command. Really, from a two-seam fastball, the wide slider, the changeup. He's got multiple pitches and weapons, and then we probably got, I don't know, 3 or 4 looks at him down the stretches from when he started, and he's one of the better relievers in the league last year, and honestly, in the last 2 months of the season, he's one of the top starters. So. I think we're going to explore the starting option with him. It sounds like it's something he's always wanted to do, has done in the past, at least in the minor leagues. And he was very good at it here this year. So I think we're excited about looking at a rotation with Yu Darvish, Joe Musgrove, Michael King, and building on that.
All right, so there you go. You heard it from himself, the man himself. Musgrove, Darvish, King, looking to build on that. And I don't know about you, but that reminded me of him talking about Seth Lugo. Someone that seems like he always has wanted to start, has the talent to do that. Maybe didn't get the greatest opportunity to do that with the New York Yankees at the big league level. Seth Lugo, obviously, with the New York Mets. But someone that has the talent, posted a sub-3 ERA this past year. 49 games, only 9 starts, over 100 innings. And let's see how many games he started at the minor league level. As a starter, let's see, 2016, or this is back in college, 16 starts there. So he came up as a starting pitcher. He made, in 2017, he made 25 starts. 2018, he made 24 starts. And then since then, it was lesser starts. He geared himself more to being a reliever. Yankees probably told him to be more of a reliever. And that may have been, I'm not going to act like I know a ton about the Yankees rotation options since Michael King has been brought up, but that might not have been like, oh, Michael King, you're not a starter. You're not good enough, because he was in the rotation. They planned on having him in the rotation this next year in 2024, but maybe just the composition of the roster. Hey, these guys, we know that they can be starting pitchers. You're valuable to us in the bullpen. Let's go put you in the bullpen. Here is AJ Preller continuing to talk to the media. Brian Cashman says, Yankees were aggressive in negotiating for Juan Soto. Here is AJ.
How aggressive was Cash over the last few days to try to get this done?
Yeah, they were aggressive. I mean, I think they clearly made it known that that this was a deal and a player. I mean, I think Brian's pretty direct, and I think they were pretty clear. And again, I think everybody understood they had a need. Juan is an incredible player and fit the need really well. So when you have two teams that line up and you have a team that's calling you consistently, you usually get a feel that this is something that has a chance to happen. Ultimately, hopefully it's a deal that works out for both sides.
Yeah, I mean, I sure hope it works out for the Padres. And, Jim Russell's probably going to be tweeting a bunch of highlights of Juan Soto hitting home runs and all that, because that's his bit. But I'm going to be tracking what Drew Thorpe is doing in the minor leagues, and hopefully he can help this Padres team in the future and be an ace of this staff. And hopefully Michael King can be like Seth Lugo. Because if he is, I'll take that as a starting pitcher in our rotation. And again, I feel like some Padres fans are thinking like they're just solely focused on this deal. And the main piece they got back was Michael King and a guy that's not going to help us in 2024 in the rotation. Those are the main pieces they got back. So this trade sucks. And why is Soto not on the Padres? This is stupid. But it's not just about the trade. They got arms back, but it's more about what will allow them to go build more of a complete roster now. This is just the first domino. It's not like this is the only domino. This was the first domino that had to happen before the real offseason could start for the Padres. So now it's about what are they going to do now that they have $30+ million of room to go about their business? What are they going to do? That's the question here. What did I say? They have $40+ million of room now? It might be 30+. I know it's $30+ million of room that they have. That's what it's about. What are they going to do with that?